Hi, welcome back. This is a tutorial for people that want to learn how to do 1/5/8. So if you're new to harp and you're in the beginner series, or if you've played the harp for a while and haven't really mastered 1/5/8, this is a great thing to do on the double string. So beautiful because you can mirror them, play a left hand, then the right hand, or call and response kind of a thing. Or you could echo them. That's left, right, 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 left, right. So 1/5/8 are essential, and how you use your hand on the harp is really going to help you to do those successfully. 1/5/8 are used in the left hand a lot in single strung and double strung harp as the basis for arranging a tune, and they can be sometimes broken like that or rolled or like an improv, but it's still the same hand shape, the same fingering, the same plucking motion that you're going to get in this video and become really good at. It makes things so much easier. Once you become comfortable with 1/5/8, they're the basis of a lot of arranging, and you'll be doing this really soon, even as a beginner, like the pocket bell chord progression, which is, I'm just doing in the right hand, just thirds down the scale. The left hand is all 1/5/8. What you're going to learn in this video is the 1/5/8. A 1/5/8 is, this is a C scale. C is 1, D is 2, B is 3, F is 4, G is 5, A is 6, B is 7, and C is 8. So there are 8 notes. So when you're on the number 1 note, and the number 5 note, and the number 8 note, that's a 1/5/8. It's actually fingered with, as you remember in harp, its fingers are 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you don't use your pinky. It's actually fingered 4, 2, 1. So when you place to have a 1/5/8, this finger is down. So it's like that. And your pinky, you don't want to stick it up real high. Eventually you want to get it to relax, although at first it might stick up some. So you're going to place like that, and this is not up, it's down. And feel how relaxed that is. You can actually touch the soundboard lightly with your wrist. That keeps you kind of with a reference point in space. Keeps you more solid. So then you pluck that finger all the way down into your palm. Mine doesn't go flat anymore because I broke my hand, but it still goes down, it never goes up. So that's the first pluck, you do that. One tendency with 1/5/8 that I see is people do 2 movements when they pluck this 4th finger. They go like that and then down. And that still doesn't get the best tone, and it's hard on your tendons and it's inefficient. So you just want to go down. So if you are brushing the string there, then you just bring your hand forward slightly. If you're back here, you might brush when you close. Just bring it forward a little bit. Now practice it with your left hand. So that's the first pluck, you do that. The second one, also pluck down, and then the first finger, come down like that. One thing to avoid when you do your 1-5-8 is you don't want to do tipping, so you don't want to go. Instead, what you want to do is just leave everything, leave it be. So, and you just lift it off a little bit. So, you don't tip this way either. You don't tip into it. You don't come up to the harp and go like that. You just come up to the harp and go like that. One thing I would caution you against is waving at the harp, bringing your hand up like that and then down to the strings, or even worse, moving once they get on the strings. So instead of coming up and then down, which is actually really hard to be accurate, you're just opening like that. And you'll just directly hit those strings. It's a very efficient movement. You're actually just opening your fingers from underneath to reach the strings like that. So there won't be any coming up and then down onto them. It just kind of goes like that. So that's the first pluck, you do that. The second one, also pluck down, and then the first finger, come down like that. Now practice it with your left hand. And now with both hands together. So when you approach the 1-5-8, you don't want to have to go like that and then find the next string and then find this string every time. You want it to just pop out into the right shape. And then I'm not even looking at it now. And you can do that. What you do is you first hold on to them real tight, and then you let your fingers come away just 1/4 of an inch. I'm talking about really just 1/4 of an inch. Keep your hands still and see if they can go back and touch the strings without any hunting and moving and all of that stuff. When that happens, you can go a little bit farther away. And when that's successful, go even farther. And now this is the key. And now this is the key. You're going to close just a little bit and then come back. Close a little bit and come back. If it starts to fall apart and you have to search for the strings again, then don't go quite so far. Just close just a tiny bit and come back. And what you're looking for is that accurate, correct placing. And then after a while, you'll be able to close completely, and without even looking at the strings, you'll go back. It's okay if at first you look. But the main thing is to get it so that you can just go to your 1/5/8, and then it's great fun. Now play different 1/5/8 in unison. C, a G, a D, F. Pick whatever you like to. Just unison 1/5/8. Now do them echoed. So I'm on C 1/5/8, but I'm going left, right, left, right, left, right. So it's now do a chord progression of those. I'll start my chord progression on C. Go to A, F, back to the C. Now you can do them contrary motion. Up, down. F, A. Hear that minor sound? And then G. As you learn to do 1/5/8 accurately, you can use all sorts of things. There are hundreds of techniques, and they're in the tutorials, so you can pick and choose by emailing me, and I'll give you a copy of a PDF of all the tutorials so you can look at it and see what you want to see at any time. So you're going to have a great time with 1/5/8.